Hi, I'm Jamil Baez, and I'm so excited to be a part of Goodnight, Rhody. I have the pleasure of reading for you a great story here called Planting Stories, The Life of Librarian and Storyteller Pura Belpré. And this book is written by Anika Aldamuy Denise and is illustrated by Paola Escobar. And I read it to you here with permission from publisher HarperCollins. Let's check out the story. Here you see on the cover, see if you see Pura Belpré sitting right there on the steps, telling stories. Let's find out more about Pura. So here we are. It is 1921. Pura Teresa Belpré leaves her home in San Juan for a visit to Nueva York. Words travel with her. Stories her abuela taught her. Cuentos folclóricos Pura retold in the shade of a tamarind tree in Puerto Rico. See if you see where Pura is at a tree, right underneath the tree, telling stories. See if you see that. Now, a new island stretches before her, ripe for planting seeds of the cuentos she carries. Manhattan, a city of hustle and bustle, bigger, louder, crowded, yet alive with hope and possibility. What began as a visit to celebrate her sister's wedding becomes the first steps in a new land, y una vida nueva for Pura. So check it out, this is Manhattan, the new island. She works first in a garment factory, but it is cold floors and hard edges, not the soft, fertile ground where seeds take root. Then, a golden opportunity. Una bendición. The library needs a bilingual assistant. Pura speaks Spanish, English, and French. She is perfect for the job. So as you see here, she sees the library right there across the street. So here she is in the library. But where are her abuela's stories? Not one folktale from Puerto Rico is on the shelves. How lucky for the library that Pura has story seeds ready to plant and grow. In the children's room, she lights the story hour candle and begins. Her eyes dance, her voice sings. Pura's words paint a picture of a little house with a round balcony where Martina, a beautiful Spanish cockroach, meets Pérez, a handsome and gallant mouse. El ratoncito Pérez y la cucarachita Martina, a tale from the tamarind tree. So can you see where Pura's telling the stories? And can you see Martina? Right here. Oh, Martina is here. El ratoncito Pérez is here. When Pura's story is done, each child makes a wish on the candle, and with a wisp of air, whoosh, la vela is blown out. Now Pura has a wish too, to plant her story seeds throughout the land. Pura learns to make puppets. She snips and sews their clothes, paints their delicate faces. You see her there? Families come to hear folk tales in Inglés y Español to watch Pura's puppets dance across the stage of her stories. Remember this character as Martina? You see families here. But the library needs libros for its shelves. How can more children read Pérez y Martina and other cuentos de Puerto Rico? Pura puts her story in an envelope and mails it to Frederick Warren, a publisher. You see, here's Pura typing. She's typing up stories. She goes to a mailbox and she mails it. Soon, Pérez y Martina is a book. Now a published author, puppeteer, and storyteller, Pura travels from branch to branch, classroom to classroom, to churches and community centers, planting her story seeds in the hearts and minds of children new to this island who wish to remember la lengua y los colores of home. So you see Pura here, visiting and sharing her stories. Writing, learning, speaking, teaching, traveling, Pura does not slow down until, like the beautiful Martina, she meets her Pérez. On a December day in New York, Pura marries the musician Clarence Cameron White. Un año away from the library, she decides 1 year to start a new life as a wife. So you see her here, getting married, and she goes off, and remember, she marries a musician. She goes away for a year, but a year stretches on. Together, they travel to new cities. Clarence plays his music. Pura tells her stories. They are happy years of music and writing, separations and reunions, friends, family, and stories always, until on a June day in New York, Clarence stops playing his music, and Pura's story must begin again. You see here, Clarence no longer is playing his music. It is 1961. Pura returns to the library. There are others now, storytellers who make puppets dance, who read Pérez y Martina, the tiger and the rabbit, Juan Bobo, the three magi, and many more of Pura's stories to the children. So here she is back at the library, and here you see another storyteller. The seeds she has planted, the roots that grew shoots into the open air of possibility, have become a lush landscape into which she steps as though she has never left. And here you see the beautiful library full of children surrounded by stories that grew from the seeds of Pura Belpré. That is the end of the story, and if you are to get this book, you'll be able to find out more about Pura Belpré's stories. Again, here you go, this story. Okay, Planting Stories, the life of librarian and storyteller Pura Belpré. Good night, Rhody.